Welcome back to Right Mindset. Have you ever felt like you're stuck in the passenger seat of your own life, watching opportunities pass you by while you wonder, why isn't this working for me? Stop settling for good enough. Today, we are cracking the code to your potential by diving deep into Jen Sincero's life-changing masterpiece, You Are a Badass. This isn't just another book summary. This is your wake-up call. We're going to dismantle the self-sabotage that has been holding you back and rewrite the story you've been telling yourself. If you're tired of living on autopilot and are ready to finally own your greatness, you are in the right place. I've packed this video with the most powerful, actionable takeaways that will shift your mindset starting today. Stick with me until the very end, because I'm sharing the one crucial secret that turns I wish into I did. Let's dive in and start building your awesome life. The core premise of this book is that life is an illusion created by your perception, and it can be changed the moment you choose to change it. Think about your current limitations. Maybe you think you are not smart enough, rich enough, or talented enough. Sincero points out that these are not objective facts, they are beliefs. Your subconscious mind is a powerful driver. If you have spent years telling yourself that money is hard to come by, or I always fail at relationships, your brain will look for evidence to prove those statements true. This is what we call the big snooze. It is living life based on old patterns and inherited beliefs. To start living an awesome life, you have to wake up. You have to realize that you are the architect of your experience. One of the most powerful exercises in You Are a Badass is dealing with other people's opinions. We often dim our own light because we are worried about what our family, friends, or coworkers will think. Sincero asks, "Who do you think you are?" But she flips it. Instead of using it as an insult, ask yourself, who do you think you are not to shine? When you start living an awesome life, some people will get uncomfortable. They might even try to pull you back into your old limited patterns because your change makes them feel bad about their own stagnation. You have to be willing to lose the approval of people who don't want you to grow. That is the true mark of a badass. Let's dig deeper into the big snooze. This is that sleepy autopilot state where you go through the motions of your life, doing what you think you should do, rather than what you want to do. The ego loves the big snooze. Your ego wants to keep you safe, comfortable, and exactly where you are. Even if where you are is unhappy, it is familiar, and your brain loves familiarity. To stop doubting your greatness, you have to realize that when you feel fear about making a big change, that is not a sign to stop. That is actually a sign that you are growing. The discomfort you feel, that is your potential trying to break through the shell of your old habits. A lot of people think fake it till you make it is dishonest, but let's reframe that. It's not about lying to others. It's about aligning your current vibration with your future success. If you want to be a successful speaker, writer, or entrepreneur, you need to start acting as that person would right now. What does that person prioritize? How do they talk to themselves? What do they do with their first hour of the day? By shifting your behavior, you are essentially training your brain to accept your new reality as the truth. You aren't faking it. You are practicing the identity you have chosen for yourself. Identifying your inner critic. That voice that says, "Who do you think you are to try that?" Or, "You will probably just embarrass yourself." The first step in silencing this voice is awareness. When you catch yourself thinking negatively, stop. Ask yourself, is this thought helping me get to where I want to go? Sincero suggests that we must embrace our inner badass. Being a badass does not mean being aggressive. It means having the courage to be yourself, unapologetically. When you stop doubting your greatness, you create space for success. You stop looking for permission from others and start finding validation within yourself. Money is often the biggest source of stress. Sincero points out that money is just energy. It's a tool. We often hold on to limiting beliefs like money is evil or I'm just not good with numbers. These are just stories. To change your financial reality, you have to change your story. Start by writing down your limiting beliefs about money, and then write the polar opposite for each one. Instead of saying, I can't afford this, start asking, how can I afford this? This simple shift moves your brain from victim mode to creative mode. It forces you to look for opportunities, new income streams, and creative solutions that you were previously blind to. One of the most powerful exercises in the book is dealing with other people's opinions. We often dim our own light because we are worried about what our family, friends, or coworkers will think. Sincero asks, "Who do you think you are?" But she flips it. Instead of using it as an insult, ask yourself, who do you think you are not to shine? When you start living an awesome life, some people will get uncomfortable. They might even try to pull you back into your old limited patterns. You have to be willing to lose the approval of people who do not want you to grow. That is the true mark of a badass. Knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. Many people read books like this and feel great for an hour, but nothing changes. Why? Because they do not decide. Sincero emphasizes the difference between wanting something and choosing something. When you decide to change, you create a firm boundary. You stop making excuses. If you want to start a business, lose weight, or improve your confidence, you need to take action before you feel ready. Action creates momentum. Most of us wait for the perfect moment, but the perfect moment is an illusion. The only moment you have is now. A lot of people think fake it till you make it is dishonest, but let's reframe that. It is not about lying to others. It is about aligning your current vibration with your future success. If you want to be a successful speaker, writer, or entrepreneur, you need to start acting as that person would right now. What does that person prioritize? How do they talk to themselves? What do they do with their first hour of the day? By shifting your behavior, you are training your brain to accept your new reality as the truth. You are not faking it. You are practicing the identity you have chosen for yourself. Let's talk about money. Many of us have a scarcity mindset. We view money as a limited resource that we have to fight for. This keeps us in a state of stress. To shift this, you have to practice gratitude. When you are grateful for what you have, even if it is not everything you want yet, you vibrate at a frequency of abundance. You start to see opportunities that you previously missed. Your brain is a magnet. What you focus on expands. Stop focusing on the lack and start focusing on the potential. Change your story about money, and you change your financial reality. If you want a different result, you must take different actions. Create a list of non-negotiables, the daily habits that guarantee you are moving toward your awesome life. These are not things you do when you feel like it. These are things you do because they are part of who you are. Maybe it is waking up at 5 a.m., spending 10 minutes in meditation, or writing down 3 things you are grateful for. When you treat your personal development as a non-negotiable appointment with yourself, you send a signal to your own brain that you are serious about this change. So, how do we wrap this up? First, change your perception. Second, identify and quiet your inner critic. Third, commit to action. And fourth, cultivate an attitude of gratitude. You have greatness within you. The only thing standing in your way is your own belief that you are limited. Break the cycle, change your mind, and watch how your life begins to change around you. If you found value in this breakdown, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching, and go out there and be a badass today.